Yeah. Lendy. How gorgeous is this day?
Fucking amazing. Isn't that sick?
Seriously. The temperature's perfect. The sun is out. The birds are out. The boats are out. It's fucking amazing.
California, man. You gotta love it.
I know. I gotta go to Philadelphia this weekend. Anyways, I got this buddy from, well, he's one of my students, but we went to 3 or 4 month camps. I got him, he sent me a question today. He said, I'm a Uber driver, part-time, and it's a really hot chick out in my car. I don't know how to close or game while being an Uber driver.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking insane. Because, like, you know, if you come off super creepy, then not only do you get a bad rating, then you're in danger of Uber.
Yeah.
But you also, you know, you make Uber in general feel unsafe for women, and that the ecology of that is a bad time. And, you know, it's like, Uber should be a safe place, right? Like, for women, like, they should be able to leave a bar or party or something, right? Get into a car and feel safe, they're not going to get harassed. Or, you know, whatever. However, you know, as pickup guys advocate whenever you see an opportunity, you should take it. There should be a way to calibrate as an Uber driver, right? What are some of the pitfalls you can imagine as an Uber driver?
I mean, you lose your job, you jeopardize. Like, I mean, you know, like you get a horrible rating, nobody wants to drive with you. To be honest, like right there, like if I was an Uber driver, dude, like it will totally be on the chick. You know, like you can talk to her, gamer, and just flirt with her, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, don't do shit like this. I do this all the time. I'm like, right? It's like silly.
Okay. So, yeah, like your job can be jeopardized, and it just it can suck, you know. But like I mean, it's totally up to the girl. She'll talk, she'll give you little hints, and then you can flirt back with her. You guys are just talking.
Right.
It doesn't matter if she's like, oh, he's a creep. No, you guys are just talking. It doesn't matter. You can flirt with her and see if she's gonna be like, you know, you can listen to what she tells you, like signs or anything like that. Oh, you know what? Maybe you should stop here. Or technically, it's just like those are the problems, right? Like 1, you can lose your job. 2, people feel unsafe. 3. I mean, like I said, you get a bad rating. 4, like you just ruin the whole experience, you know. Like you're ruining like the whole experience for other Uber drivers. So it's kind of like shit, you know. So I mean, and those are the problems that Uber drivers face. If you're doing Uber, it's kind of like those are the things that are in your mind most of the time. Because you're just like, okay, well, if someone really hot comes out, like, how can I do it? And then you got all these fears behind you.
Yeah.
So that's why some Uber drivers actually have cameras in the car, just in case anything happens when he goes down, you know.
Right.
Because like you touched me, no, I got a camera there that you're lying. I'm like, you know, that's why they have that. That's another thing that you're kind of like, okay, well, like it's dangerous, you know. It's hard.
Right. Yeah.
Like
well, because anybody can get offended at anything, right?
Yeah.
And as a customer service person, you have to sort of cater, be a little bit more PC than you would in real life. Which some people would argue that you should be that PC all the time. Right?
Yep.
Like you should treat your life like you know, representing yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, representing somebody else with higher morals or whatever. But for me, like, I think any occupation I choose, I'm gonna show through.
Yeah.
You know, my personality is gonna shine through. No, it's interesting. I got a few ideas, like from general pickup and from experiences that my friends as Uber drivers have had. Told me a bunch of stories and stuff, so we'll go over that. I think we're done eating. We should go walk on the beach or check out these fucking boats or something. It's such a beautiful day.
Fucking love it, bro.
Yeah.
there it is. We're talking about it. Okay, so anyways, the answer to this freaking question. All right, so Uber driving issues. We talked about the problems of losing a job, coming off really crazy, and then the ecology of making Uber an unsafe experience for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's like big no-no. And so something you were saying earlier, I think we cut it out, but you were saying that you were gonna like leave it up to the girl to make the first move or whatever. I don't know if I agree with that, but go ahead and just talk about it for a second.
So, I mean, like, if you think about it, you can flirt, you can talk, you can do all this other stuff, but like, if you wanna, you can make a move. You can't just be like, hey, you know what? How about we go grab a coffee over there? Like, you're gonna be like, no, like,
You
what,
know,
I'm paying you?
I actually had a fucking Uber driver offer to take me for free, and then he hit on me on the way to the airport.
Was it a guy or girl?
Yeah, it was a guy. It was a gay guy.
Well, I mean, that's different. I don't know.
It's not different, because if I was offended, I could have struck his rating and.
Yeah, but like he didn't charge you. That's why he did. That's why he didn't.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't like.
He's like, how about I just take you to the airport and we'll talk about. You seem fascinating. That's what he said, and then he fucking drove me to the airport.
And you're like, all right, fine.
And then as I got out, I tipped him like $10 and I got out. Like I was like,
oh, here you go.
No, I don't owe you shit, man. I'll you later. Like, you know, but yeah, I mean that's one way to do it. I mean you could just sign off, and but you'd have to fill that out, and that's hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like it happened to one of my friends, dude. Like he does Uber and shit, and the girl invited him over. The girl invited him to come to her house.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I never, like, and some Uber drivers like, dude, I have some fucking crazy stories.
Yeah.
Like, it does happen out there, dude. So, I mean, it's like, or you have to do it like right when they're getting out of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And they're fucked up, and, you know, they're like getting Uber and they're having a great time and all this other shit. So, why not do it then? Like, there is an opportunity, but if you're trying to like just get them during the day where they're like, actually, oh, I'm probably gonna go to the bookstore, I'm gonna go to school, you can still do it, but like you still have that risk that they might just fucking give you a horrible rating. Not that
we at PickupDaily ever advocate talking to girls after they start being drunk.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Obviously though. Yeah. But Friday nights and Saturday nights, if you do Uber, that's where you make most of your money anyway. So you want to be able to like do it there, because I think people are like more free to talk to you on a Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
But like, dude, like honestly, like you can flirt. Like I've heard like crazy shit about that. But you can flirt. You can like, you know, just talk and see where it goes. If she really digs you, she's gonna make the move. She's gonna be like, oh hey, let's go do this or something. But you as a driver, you cannot really even fucking put your hands on her. Or you cannot. Yeah, you cannot. Yeah. Like that's not cool. Don't do it. Like you cannot even. You know, you can't really. Oh, you know what? Like, let me not. I'm not gonna charge you. That's one thing you can do. You can be like, I'm not gonna charge you, and I'll take you out, you know, for free over here. And then in that transition that you're taking her over there, you can talk and see where it goes.
Yeah, I guess.
You can talk. But like,
I still think that's like a real, like, low.
Yeah, it is.
Low percentage.
Because it's kind of, she's like, the person's going to be like, am I being abducted right now? Like, no, don't turn this off. You know,
and that doesn't actually fix the problem of making Uber an unsafe environment.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if it doesn't go well, she's going to tell all her friends, oh my God, it's fucking creepy ass Uber dude, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I don't know if I can take that anymore.
Just one experience can like ruin the whole thing. So
yeah.
It's like, I mean, like I said, it's up to the girl to make the move if you're an Uber driver. All you can do is just flirt and talk. That's it. Oh, hey, and just turn. And see where it goes, man. I'm telling you, there is stories that you're just oh hell yeah. But like, I mean, you still have like that danger where, you know, she can like flip out. That's why Uber drivers have cameras in their car.
True.
Because girls or guys will like punch them or do some crazy shit, and then they say, oh, no, I didn't do that, and then get out.
As a matter of fact, though,
I got a camera over here.
That's hard soil evidence, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking something a little bit more indirect. Like, you know, we did so much direct in day game that, like, it kind of, like, drills into our head. Oh, yeah, we have to go straight up, like, confidence, be masculine, blah, blah, blah. But, like, at the end of the day, pickup started as an indirect thing.
Yeah.
It was always, like, show value, get them chasing you first and all that, whatever. And that's totally, I think, what you have to do here. I think that some advice I got from Adam Lyons, like way back in the day, like 6 years ago or something. He said, to come up with an occupation or a hobby that, predicates you talking to women, right?
Yeah.
Being close to and around a woman's environment. And he said, he's a web guy, he's a photographer guy, he does all this stuff, he can put Z cars together, videographer, he does modeling shoots and stuff like that or whatever. And so whenever he talked to women, it was kind of a natural extension to say, oh, I'm doing this, why don't we keep in touch because you seem like a good fit for whatever. And like he would naturally just talk about his job, and they'd be like, oh, really? You're a photographer, da 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 da. He's like, oh, here's my card, right?
Yeah.
Because it was easy transition because it was not a direct hit on you kind of thing. Now, if you're a charming, good energy, solid, safe guy who has a excuse to meet up again later on, there's no reason not to, and it's not going to affect your Uber rating. You're not trying to like peddle, your some other services or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, hit me up. That's what I do. So fucking, let's keep in touch or whatever.
Yeah, you can even actually like social media, like, hey, what's your Instagram or Snapchat?
Yeah, I've Instagram, Facebook closed a bunch of Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about random stuff. And, oh yeah, cool, and then we just crossed over, and it had nothing to do with the Uber transaction. And so if you come up with a hobby like photography or even web development or something that you can do that makes you valuable in the space of women who, like when you, like in Adam's example, it was like if you're a photographer or if you're a web guy or whatever, you can talk to models and help them with their career, and they're always about that. And you can extrapolate that even further, if you're, anyways.
Yeah.
Listen to Adam's stuff on that. It's amazing. But yeah, like for me, I'm a traveler, I'm a blogger, I'm a vlogger, I'm a videographer, I'm a, photographer. I mostly only do weddings though. And there's all this stuff that I do that I can just talk about, and for instance, like, there's all the stuff that I do that I can just talk about, and like for example, I do a lot of internet stuff, so I talk about portfolios and websites and whatever, and because I don't code anymore, but I can hook them up with people who can
and stuff like that.
And I can just hand them my card. My job alone as a international pickup artist guy also is interesting enough in conversation that it's like, oh yeah, here, check out my YouTube. Right, and then she comes into my YouTube sphere, she comes into my Instagram sphere, and it makes it a lot more like organic, like human to human contact. Now, I'm not an Uber driver, and if I start driving for Uber, I'm definitely gonna try all this shit out.
Yeah.
But what I would say is have something else that you do that can be part of the conversation as you're talking, and then weave that in to the conversation, and then at the end of the ride or whatever, it's like, oh yeah, so anyways, after you've built the kind of rapport that is necessary, you gauge whether or not you want to carry the contact info next.
Yeah.
Don't go direct at all, and have another excuse to meet up. And when you meet up after that interaction, after you get your 5 stars, after that whole transaction is done, then you can meet up in a more organic space, because being swept off your feet by an Uber driver is not necessarily everyone's fantasy, but it's a lot cooler than meeting some rando in the bar, right? So that's a fucking funny story. It must have been fate, because I came out of the thing, and then and he didn't even make a move on me the first time, but like, then we got together, and right? It'll be a good story. So yeah, that's my advice. I would say do a second hobby or job or something that involves women, work that into the conversation, and as she expresses interest, do the old school, like mystery method DHV, like, this is what I do, this is how cool I am. She's like, oh really, tell me more. And then as she goes to tell me more, you can have an excuse to exchange contact information. As you do that, go out and meet up under the pretense of something else on your day 2, and then slowly shift it from a professional or business type of transaction into a more camaraderie friendship thing. Obviously, set the seeds of the friendship and the sexual flirting and stuff like that in the initial interaction, but do it super light and super indirect. Like you don't know if it's just funny or if it's just not. Those like 45, 50-year-old guys who are like call everybody sweetie,
Yeah.
and they're not creepy at all because they're cool and calibrated. But you don't know, like, is he just joking or does he actually fuck 22-year-old chicks? Like, you know, you don't even know, right? So if you get that kind of vibe going on, then everybody just feels appreciated. Everybody feels complimented and giggly or whatever. If they start responding well, then you can just exchange contact info and just it can organically sort of unfold. It's less of a ego-driven, pick-up, pushed type of interaction and more of a what appears to be sort of a natural unfolding of your everyday life. And that's really what it is. If you are the person who can provide that kind of value, then that's essentially who you are. You know, like that's your life. So yeah, that's my thing. We're here at the beach in Ventura. It's fucking amazing out here. We're going to close out with some badass music from bensound.com and the establishing, what do they call this? Exit shots? I don't know, whatever fucking shots of the ocean and the beach and the random people playing, maybe some birds. And we do this every damn day. If you like what we're doing, subscribe, because fucking hit the bell, get notified. What do they say? Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button. And yeah, see you tomorrow.